Hi guys, today we're going to be packing some orders. I've got 53 to get through today, and I thought it would be fun to answer some assumptions that you may have about me. So I asked on my Instagram story and I thought we could go through a few of them and answer some questions. Kind of just have a little catch up at the same time. We got lots of orders to get through, so let's go. Now, a lot of these were actually just really nice comments and I really appreciate it, because I said as well, be as brutal as you want, and people were just very nice, so thanks. Okay, so the first assumption is you work so hard. Correct. I work a lot of hours. I do work a lot of hours. This is true. I do work a lot and I don't give myself much time off. Although as of recently, I have tried to give myself a little bit more time off, because not necessarily time off, just be a bit slower, because it's been chaos over the past year. Since being full-time, I've been very lucky to be busy. As of recently, I've tried to really slow down a little bit and just take a little bit more time to appreciate and enjoy working, and then just having a little bit more time off, like in the middle of the day. If I want to have a bit of a longer lunch, I will. Usually when I have lunch, I'll literally give myself like a 3-minute break. I'll go down, quickly scoff down some food and come back up, and I don't know why I'm like so rushed, like just chill. So I'm trying to do that, and I'm trying to have more evenings off as well, because I used to work, honestly, from 7:30 I come in here, sometimes 7, sometimes 8, around that sort of between 7 and 8. I come in here in the morning and I don't leave until 4:30, and I go to make dinner, and then I'm back up here until bedtime, and my bedroom's the next door, so I literally just go back straight to bed. So I'm trying to not do that as much. And I would recommend that if you have a small business as well, just to take the time to enjoy it rather than rush, because it can just get exhausting and then you just burn out. Next assumption is you live at home with your parents still. No. I moved out of my family home when I was 17, and it was the best thing I did. I was way too independent, and my parents liked to control quite a lot. Like, they like to just tell you what to do, and you know, as parents do, but they were quite strict back then. So I found it quite difficult to constantly be told what to do when I just felt really independent when I was younger. And so I went and got myself like a shared house, and I stayed there for I think a year or two, and then I ended up getting a flat on my own, and I loved it. I've just always been quite independent like that, and I just don't like being told what to do, hence why I love so much having my own business, because I just struggle for people telling me what to do. I don't know why. I'm not like necessarily stubborn in that way. I don't know, I just have like a weird thing where if people tell me what to do, I'll purposely do the opposite. Like, I'm like, you don't tell me. So yeah, I never enjoyed being at home really. When I was younger, I needed to get out, especially I started driving at 17 as well, so I just really become independent with that and just wanted to leave. So that's what I did. Also, I do not have a relationship with my parents anymore. We have not spoken over a year now, so for me, I don't have that relationship with them, unfortunately. They just don't seem to care much, and well, you can't force people to care about you, can you? Even if it is your parents. So yeah, I've been very sad about it in the past, but now honestly I've just got to a stage where I'm like, if you don't care about me, then you can go, and that's that. So currently I live in a 3-bedroom house with my partner and our 2 cats, and that's our little family, and I love it. And we're actually searching for a house to buy at the moment. We live in Plymouth currently, but we're going to move to the Midlands area, so that'll be a really nice fresh start for us, I think. The next assumption is, it just says brave AF. Don't really know what that means, to be honest, but I'm just going to take that as a compliment and say thanks, really. Your least favourite part of the earring process is assembling. I know mine is. Yes, gotta be, I think. One of my least favourite anyway. What's my least favourite thing about my work? I don't know. I like it all. I guess some earrings I don't enjoy making. And if there's like a lot of assembling to do, yeah, I don't love that actually. And I don't like building boxes either. Building my packaging boxes. I actually really hate that for some reason. I don't really know why, because it's not that hard or anything, but it just bores me. But it's a task that needs to be done. But yeah, assembling isn't fun, especially when it's like my cluster flower earrings, because they really do take probably about an hour per pair of earrings to actually do all the assembling, so it does take a long time. I think my favorite part is just sitting here and creating earrings. That's my favorite part, making stuff for the first time. I just love that. I love having the creative control to just do whatever I want, and that's probably my favorite part. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments what sort of videos you would like to see from me, because I'm actually going to be making a few changes to, well, my life in general, I guess. I want to start doing more YouTube videos and focusing a lot more on YouTube rather than posting daily on TikTok and Instagram, because my TikTok is dead. Nothing's happening. It's doing my head in and I'm not interested. I'm just really fed up because I put so much time and work into creating videos, thinking of the ideas, making the videos, editing them, and then for them to finally be posted and it gets nothing every single time is really annoying me. So I'm going to slow down a little bit on that side of things and focus more on YouTube. So ideally I'd like to get 3 videos out a week, but at the moment I'm struggling to even get 2 because I find it hard to find the time to create the videos and edit them. Editing really takes a long time. But for example, today I'm doing this video, I'm gonna try and do another one after, and then I'm gonna sit down and just edit all the videos that I've got, and then I can schedule them up and then just keep working on them. So every day this week, it's currently Wednesday, every day this week I've done 2 videos a day. So that was my aim for this week, is to get it back on, you know, because I really enjoy doing YouTube. I love doing it, and I don't know, I just enjoy it. It's just fun for me. So I want to invest more time into that. And you guys are really nice over here too, you know. People bully you on TikTok and Instagram. So this is a very nice place to be, you know. The next assumption is you are different in real life than on social media. Yeah, I think so, to be honest. I don't know if people would actually admit that, but I definitely am. I would just say I'm a bit weirder in person, and I think I'm a little bit less PG. Like on here, I try to keep it very, even though this isn't a family channel, but I like to keep it a bit PG, a bit more, you know, professional, I guess. It's a business page at the end of the day, so on TikTok and stuff like that, it's all very PG, very family friendly, because I do know that people watch my videos with their kids and stuff on TikTok. I get a lot of them comments, so I don't know, I like to be like that. I don't like to be I don't like to swear online or anything like that, really. So you'll probably never catch me swearing or anything like that, because I don't know, I don't like that. I've never swore in front of my parents either, or my siblings or anything. I'm a bit funny about that, really. I don't know why, I just am. The next one is, you want more cats. No, I don't think so. I think what we've got now is perfect. We've got 2 cats and they're both boys. They're both like best friends, and I don't think they'd accept another one in the family, to be honest. I think they're happy how they are, and they cost us an absolute fortune in food and stuff. So I'm alright with 2. I mean, I wouldn't say no. If Sam got me another one, I would not be mad about it. But yeah, I think what we've got now is great. Just two boys, and I think that's enough, because also cat hair is, honestly, takes over your entire life. You eat it for dinner, you eat it for breakfast, it's in bed with you, it's everywhere. So I think 2's plenty. Okay, another assumption, you like gardening. I think the person who's put this has gone off something that I've put on before, because sometimes I post on like my social media, not very often, but about me gardening and stuff, because I love gardening. It's one of my favourite hobbies. I think my 3 hobbies are making earrings, gardening and baking, because I actually really enjoy it. I don't bake enough because I feel like it's just me and Sam in the house, and I've been trying to lose weight for a long time, so it would be stupid for me to just constantly bake buns and muffins and cakes and, you know, stuff like that when we shouldn't really be eating it, you know. So it's a bit of a hard hobby to deal with there. And the same with gardening, it just takes a lot of time, a lot of commitment, and really I only do it in the summer, because the rest of the year nothing really grows anyway. And I actually really enjoy growing veg and fruit and stuff like that. So at the moment I've got some strawberries in the garden. I actually need to harvest some of my strawberries, so I'll show you them in a minute. At the end of this video we'll go and harvest my strawberries, if I remember. I was just editing my video and realised I didn't harvest my strawberries, so I thought I would come out now while I'm editing the video and harvest them. Look how pretty! I love. And I've got a couple here still growing. Okay. There we go. Look at that straw. Oh yeah. I actually don't like strawberries. Sam does. So he'll either eat them or I'll make a strawberry and banana smoothie because they're so nice with fresh strawberries. There we go. There's my 3 strawberries at the moment. Oh, I think I've got one over here as well that we can get. Yes, I've got one over here as well. Oh yeah, 4 strawberries. I think that'll be enough for now for a smoothie, so I might make that for lunch. I'll show you some other things in the garden while I'm here, because I said I like gardening. I've got fresh lemon thyme. I've got some flat leaf parsley, which is just growing back. I've got some chocolate mint, which smells like After Eights. It's unbelievable. I've got some chives, but they're not doing too well, to be honest. So yeah, I think I need to plant some new ones, but we've got normal chives and garlic chives. These have just come back from last year, so some of them have come back great, some of them haven't. This is normal thyme, and then I've got 2 things of rosemary here. I've also got some really pretty flowers in the garden as well. I'll show you a couple, and then we'll get back on with the video. The next assumption, you get along with everyone. No. No, there's some people that I don't get along with. A lot of my family I don't get along with. I don't know, my mum's side of the family are just not for me. They're just not good people, really. So I don't really get along with them too well, and I would say there's a few people that I don't get along with. And in terms of just general people, I do struggle to gel with people a lot of the time, which is I guess why I don't have too many friends. I've got 2 main friends, I would say. I don't know, I just struggle with people. Some people don't get my sense of humour. I would say I get along way more with men. I always have done. When I was in school and leaving school, I had a big friendship group which were all men, and we got along so well, and I just gel with men much better. I think they understand my humour a little bit more. I'm way more like light-hearted. Like, I feel like everybody takes offence to stuff so easily, and so I think with men you can be as brutal as you want and they just don't take offence, and I find that much easier to get along with people like that. I'm just quite picky with who I'm actually like closer with, and it takes a long time. I've just got a lot of trust issues, you know, from people just not being nice in the past, and so I have a lot of trust issues with that from all the people that have taken advantage of me and used me and stuff. I think you just end up getting trust issues and it's hard to make friends. You know, I don't know. The next assumption is your studio is always clean. No. No. I try to keep it as clean as possible, and most days I will try and clean it in the evening, like before I go to bed or something, so that when I wake up in the morning it's nice and clean. Or first thing in the morning when I come in, I'll do a quick clean before I start my day so that it is clean for me. But sometimes it can get chaotic in here because, as you can see now, I've got all the stuff out of my packaging. There's packages on the floor that need labels. There's packages over here that need to be sent out. There's just things everywhere, and when I'm making stuff it does get a little bit chaotic. But I recently filmed a video of me just literally reorganizing some stuff and cleaning up because I thought this is a big job right here. An assumption is you don't want to get married. Oh no, I do. I would love to get married, but it's kind of out of my control. I'm waiting for, you know, Sam to propose. Would be nice. But no, I would love to get married. I was never that bothered growing up, really. I was like, don't really care for it too much, but now I would like to get married, yeah. Not yet though, not yet. I think it's nice to take time with things like that, because else it just happens so quickly, and then it's like, I feel like if you have kids, you get married and that all at the same time, buy a house, then it's like, what have I got to look forward to? So I've got one here that says your end goal is to have your own shop. This is a tricky one, really. I would love my own shop. In a non-realistic way, I would love to have a shop, but realistically, this day and age, people don't go into town, people don't go to shops really. I know they might, but for a small business like myself, it is just easier online, I think. Or not necessarily easier, but you reach more people online. I ship worldwide, but if I was in the city centre of Plymouth, for example, like no one, it's literally crickets during the day, no one's there. So it wouldn't make sense unless I got really big. and my business got much, much bigger and lots of people knew about me, then I would love a shop somewhere, but I would have it so it's got a little room in the back where I can do masterclasses, craft nights, and also a little place where I can make earrings while I'm in the shop. So if I had someone dealing with the customers, I could be in the back making stuff while it's a little bit quieter. Oh, that is like a dream of mine, but realistically, right now, no, it wouldn't make sense for me to do that, because I just think I see so many shops, especially locally. I see so many small businesses opening a shop and then it's gone again pretty quickly. So I wouldn't really see the benefit right now. I wouldn't like to get myself in debt or anything and then be like, oh, now what, sort of thing. So currently, no. But hopefully if we can get Charings big enough, maybe in the future. But I think if I was to, it would be somewhere like Manchester, London, that sort of area specifically, because I just think they are bigger areas where you would get more sales, more people walking by. So I think that's all the assumptions I'm going to answer for today. I hope you enjoyed. You probably know a little bit more about me now, which is nice. If you have any assumptions that you'd like to leave down below, maybe we can do another one of these when I'm next packing some orders. We can sit down and do some more. I would love to hear your assumptions because I think they would be quite fun. If you are not already subscribed, I would love if you could subscribe and join my little community over here. Everybody seems so lovely in the comments and in my messages, so I'm really proud of this space that we've got here, and I just appreciate you all, so thank you very much. If you don't get notified from my videos and you'd like to, you can press the bell icon to get notified when I post new videos. So it's a way of being able to get notifications if you don't ever see my videos pop up or anything like that. I also have TikTok and Instagram that I do post shorter videos on, and I post a lot of videos on me making products and stuff. So if you want to see more of that, because I don't do too much of that over here, so if you'd like to see more of that, they are definitely on TikTok and Instagram. So I would recommend checking them out if you like what I do. The link is in my description down below. And also, if you would like to shop any of my earrings, I would really appreciate you checking it out. The website is charings.com. Again, it's down in the description down below. But thank you so much for joining, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye!